In October 2021, the Chuddlemen, Ross, Bryan, and Sam, convened at a cabin in the woods to start a podcast. Deep in the basement, they discovered the Goo Book. Unfortunately, they had made the mistake of muttering the incantation inside. Now cast into the Chuddleverse and trapped in a time loop, they are the crypt keepers of the Goo Gods, forced to ask and answer the same questions about a different horror movie every episode. This episode, they are chuddling.
Pumpkinhead.
Sup. Welcome to another meeting of Chuddle the Pod. As Crypt Keepers of the Goo Gods, it is our duty to determine which movies belong in the Chuddle Club Crypt. If you have not seen this movie before, we begin with our version of a trailer before we get into spoilers. And we have gathered in the Chuddle Club Crypt this episode to pay tribute to Shan Yao Zun, the Goo God of Monsters.
Ooh.
I'm Sam, I'm here. We got Ross.
Oh, hey.
Bryan.
Hello, Sam.
Hello, Bryan. It's all of us. Full Chuddle. Chuddlemen.
Full Chuddle.
Standing here together in the Chuddle Club Crypt.
We stand.
Feeling good. Looking good. we do stand. We stand around one mic. It hangs from the ceiling.
We stand in a tight triangle. It's a very tight triangle.
Forehead to forehead and just talk.
It's what the crypt provided.
So I guess that spoils that I already knew you guys were here before I asked, but that's how we do it.
It's for the audience. We're
Right,
not doing
exactly.
it really for...
It's part of the show.
For the club. It's for the club, you know.
All right. Well, before we continue and talk about this movie, Pumpkinhead, I must take this moment. I must take this moment to thank our patrons.
Tank it.
I'll tank it too, clearly. The acolytes of the Chuddleverse. Your sacrifice gives us life, and we thank your beautiful souls.
Thank you.
Membership is only $3 a month. And when you join, it's good stuff. You support us and we love you. You get stickers, I think. Other things, extra episodes. I should have written more at this part. But anyway, you can spread the goo word about the show, support us in other ways, rating, reviewing, telling a friend, taking your phone out, interacting with us in some way. That'd be great. So with all that said, club members present, acolytes vowed, collection plate passed. It's time to crack open the Goo Book and officially begin tonight's meeting. Chuddle Rianas.
Give me that goo. Oh yeah.
Pumpkinhead logline. After a tragic accident, a man conjures up a towering, vengeful demon called Pumpkinhead to destroy a group of unsuspecting teenagers.
I mean, yeah, close.
Yeah, close.
I mean, he calls upon a witch
To do
the calling upon. But yeah, that's all
true.
there.
Yeah,
I'd
agree.
A bog lady.
And I don't know if it'd be unsuspecting because they were
gal.
suspecting something happened, but I think they were expecting cops and not.
Yeah, that's true.
Pumpkinhead.
They weren't necessarily suspecting a pumpkin head, but they were kind of suspecting something. There's one dude that was really suspecting some shit.
Something. Yeah.
yeah. Oh, Joel.
But overall, it's fine. It gets the point across.
We got some taglines. 4 of them.
Ooh.
Oh,
Nice.
Okay. All right.
Cruel, devious, pure as venom. All hell's broken loose.
It's a little all over the place, but I kind of like it.
It's pretty all over the place and generic and like,
bad doesn't really make sense. Yeah. So this one I noticed because I saw some special features that this was on the original poster. And the movie ended up, I think the poster got made well before the movie was complete or made. Yeah. So that's why it doesn't have much to do with it. Then we have The Demon of Revenge, which I'm sure you've seen around.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Yeah, that's not bad.
For each of man's evils, a special demon exists. So this would be the vengeance evil, revenge evil. Is that a 7 deadly sin?
Which I like. See, I like that.
I like the idea of it, but it's not really That's not the idea of the movie.
Right. It doesn't get that across.
If they had brought that up in dialogue, if the witch had said there's different things for different purposes, then I would be like, oh, okay. But that didn't happen. So
I agree. That did not happen. And our last one, tagline here, a grim fairy tale. I kind of like that, actually.
And I do like, I like that tagline a lot, and it made me think about the movie, and I'm like,
yeah, I feel like it's a good prep for the movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. Well, that is the log lines and taglines. I want to hear some banging.
Who forged this tribute for the goo gods?
This one was written by Ed Justin, Mark Patrick Carducci, Gary Girani, and Stan Winston, and it was directed by Stan Winston.
Oh, yeah.
Ed Justin wrote the poem that the movie was based on, or inspired by, took the name from. Stan Winston, famous creature effects artist.
Oh, yeah.
You'd know him from... I don't know.
Terminator,
a ton of stuff.
Jurassic Park.
Yep. There you go. There's two of them.
Almost you name it and he had his finger in it. You know?
Aliens.
Interview with a Vampire.
Batman Returns.
Yeah. He had a studio, his own studio, Edward Scissorhands. I think he had a school, right? The Stan Winston School for makeup and special effects.
I know that was off before we recorded, but in the Stan Winston book, because each chapter is just about each film he worked on. There's one for Interview with a Vampire, and originally I don't think it was supposed to be Tom Cruise. They had Al Pacino playing the character, so there's all of these from the effects lab like artistic renditions of Al Pacino with like super long hair, looking like a Victorian vampire, and it's hilarious.
That sounds funny.
I'm here for it. God, okay. Should we ask the question? What does your Al Pacino vampire sound like? I'm gonna suck your blood. Hooah! I answered my own question. We can move on.
It was good. That was great.
Our cast for this one. We got Lance Henriksen as Ed Harley. John
Ever heard of him?
Ever heard of him?
Right?
Well, we're stopped there. I made notes for the actors. So
okay, yeah.
Best known to us probably as Bishop in Aliens, but he's in plenty of horror movies, Jennifer's Body, Scream 3, and of course Hellraiser Hellworld, among many others. And we talked about that.
Millennium, right?
Yeah.
He was like the main dude in Millennium. Yeah.
Yeah, in the X-Files universe. He was in a movie that came out a couple of years ago that I really liked, an indie film called The Artifice Girl. Like a sci-fi.
Oh, I remember that coming out and you liking it.
Really enjoyed that movie. So yeah, but it wasn't horror, so we never talked about it. Yeah, we know Lance.
Yeah, Lance Henriksen.
He listens. Hey, Lance.
Yeah. Hey, Lance.
Hey, bud.
Hey, bud. Lanny.
John D'Aquino as Joel. Joel Hoffman as Steve. Jeff East as Chris, who he was in some early Wes Craven movies. He was in Summer of Fear, a TV movie, and he was also in Dark Blessing.
Oh.
We have Kimberly Ross as Kim, Carrie Remsen as Maggie. Carrie Remsen was in Nightmare on Elm Street 4 and Ghoulies 2.
Nice.
We have Cynthia Bain as Tracy, Brian Bremer as Bunt, and Florence Schaffler as Haggis.
Ah, good old Haggis.
Yeah, that's sort of the main characters. I also noted that the actor begging for help in the beginning of the movie, trying to be let in, is Dick Warlock, who was the Shape in Halloween 2. And the stunt coordinator for a lot of John Carpenter movies, and also Kurt Russell's stunt double in all the John Carpenter Kurt Russell movies. Did you notice
that? Did you one of the little girls was apparently
Mayim Bialik? Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It's her acting debut.
For all the old heads out there, Blossom. But more recently-ish, I guess, would be Big Bang Theory. Did a little thing on Jeopardy for a bit. That's so funny. I did not recognize her. Obviously, she's a child, but
really know what she looks like anyway. But that was in the trivia.
And Devin Odessa, did you mention her?
No, I don't think so.
She was she's familiar as well.
Another
but I
one
know
of the
she's in My
kids.
So-Called Life. Yeah, another one of the kids. Anyway, yeah, it's got a lot of people. That's funny. I had no idea it was it until I looked at the credits. So,
and then Mr. Wallace, the head of the little clan, for better words, the old man. He is also in a bunch of John Carpenter movies, and he's in Back to the Future. And it seems that he is typecast as a bum or a drunk because often he doesn't even have a name. It'll say bum or drunk or wino or something like this.
Nice.
What? Oh, wasn't he wasn't he the drunken Wishmaster?
He is in Wishmaster as well and credited as a drunk.
He's the one that... yes. The top BDC where he was like, I wish that guy gets cancer.
Homeless man.
Yes.
Homeless man. Okay, there we go. Sorry.
Window washer. Yeah. Grandpa. Mo. Drunken man. Yeah. Homeless man. Window washer. Yeah.
So that's fun. Who's the horror for? Who is the horror for? Oh, that sounded much scarier. We are paying tribute to Shan Yao Zun, the goo god of monsters, with the holy modifier of witches for this one. That's how we came here. So does this movie fit into any other subgenres?
I mean, yeah, because of the witchy thing, I guess it could be kind of folky, but I don't know.
Folk horror.
Bog horror.
Bog horror. No, it is. It literally knocks on the door of like a grim fairy tale. You know what I mean? It's kind of almost has very fairy tale aspects to it. I would easily say this is like encroaching in on fantasy horror with the just backwoods kind of vibe and kind of the old timey presence to it. I mean, a supernatural revenge horror, maybe, because I mean, like, it is a revenge demon, so
yeah, but. I mean, yeah, he wishes vengeance / revenge, but quickly regrets it.
He sure does.
Oh no!
He sure regrets it real fast.
I'm just picturing him as Elmer and Fudd now.
Oh, he practically is. These are
practically. Oh no, they killed my son.
Very good. I think that covers it. What
thanks.
Kind of environment is best to watch this in?
Hang out. I mean, like, you can honestly, it's multi-purpose one. You could watch this by yourself. You could watch this with horror heads. This would even kind of be a moderately okay party movie just because of how wild it is. It's also a great background because the visuals are
it'd be good crazy, at a bar. It'd be good on a Sunday afternoon while you're cleaning. It is a multi-purpose utility player.
Yeah.
Right, Bryan, you got anything specific? Or
no.
Do you completely disagree?
Nope. Just hard no.
Is it for beginners?
Sure.
Yeah.
I would say this is
I think so. I think this is good onboarding.
Because it's for a monster movie, I think it's got all the right elements to it to be a pretty fun beginner's guide, because it doesn't get too horrendously gory and it doesn't get too weirdly off the rails. So like, I feel that, this would be kind of a fun one for beginners.
I concur. What should you know, if anything, before you see this movie? I don't think you need to know anything. I actually think maybe going in with that grim fairy tale, I think, again, best tagline, because I think that it's kind of a good mindset to approach the movie in, that it's kind of a...
I can see that.
It has a fairy tale vibe.
Mm-hmm. Trigger warnings.
You got any trigger warnings for this, guys?
Child death.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that would be kind of that's kind of the more glaring one. I think, besides that. I mean maybe
suicides,
and like there's a little bit of like substance abuse, drunk behavior with motor vehicle type stuff. Yes, so there's that.
Yeah. Light domestic abuse, I would say, as well.
Yes.
Oh, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes.
What does that smell?
Do you remember if you smelled anything funny?
Ugh! What's that smell again?
Obviously, it arrived spoiled.
It isn't good. It's spoiled.
We're into the spoilers. His head's not even a pumpkin.
Oh.
Bam. All right. IMDb behind the scenes is where we start at this part. And my first note, the costume Florence Schaffler wore as Haggis weighed about 65 pounds, which is way heavier than I was expecting it to be.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Yeah. It is the directorial debut of Stan Winston. Meant to mention this before. He went on to direct a seminal work from my childhood. A gnome named Gnorm was his next movie. Or nice. A gnome named Norm to the layman's who weren't fans.
Yeah, normies.
Gnormies. Not Gnormies like us.
Oh, yeah.
Originally, producers from De Laurentiis Entertainment Group, the film's company, had sent Winston the script hoping to engage Stan Winston's studio to create the Pumpkinhead demon. But Winston quickly recognized that in Pumpkinhead, he had found an ideal property for his filmmaking debut. Quote, "It was a small picture, something I thought I could handle as a director, and I felt that there was a lot I could bring to the story. So I told the producers, yeah, I'll do the creature, but only if I can direct the movie."
Yeah.
But he did.
Yeah.
Good for him. See that. You gotta ask for what you want.
I mean, plot-wise, it is a pretty straightforward film. Mm-hmm. So, like, it's definitely, like, one of those, especially if you're in charge of the creature design, like, for him to step in and be like, I could direct this. I think that's a pretty smart move.
What's funny is he didn't end up doing much for the creature at all. Like, he hired his studio to do it, but he was directing the movie. I think there will be notes about that. So it's funny that it was like, yeah, I'll do the creature, but if I can direct it. And I was like, all right, you guys do the creature. I'm directing.
Sure. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, it's his studio. And if I guess he's on as director, he's still probably
has input. Yeah. Totally. Yeah. You're still in the character design meetings and stuff. Mm-hmm. The dog actor Mushroom did his own stunts for the film.
I can tell.
Mm-hmm. Wait, the dog's name is Mushroom?
Mm-hmm. He also did his own stunts for Gremlins 4 years previously.
Oh,
making appearances.
Yeah.
The cabin where Steve and others go is the same one used as the Jarvis house in Friday the 13th, the final chapter.
Oh, really?
That's what this says. It is IMDb. So maybe
it's true.
It gave me those vibes personally. So
yeah,
I want to be shocked. The origin of the story was the poem by Ed Justin. The film, orphaned in bankruptcy by the De Laurentiis Group, eventually garnered a spotty release when acquired by United Artists, which tested the film under the alternate title Vengeance - the Demon.
It's Vengeance -
the Demon. Yeah.
Well, what if then they had those other whatever fucking Gluttony - the Demon.
Oh yeah, they could have done a whole
it was a whole the Demon movies.
Yeah.
The the Demon franchise.
Seven deadly sins, just each one has their own demon.
The Demon.
But I don't think Vengeance is really seven as deadly sin,
right?
But
Vengeance is wrath, I guess. No,
I don't know.
Violence. Maybe. I don't know. Stretch.
Been a while since I've seen 7.
Right?
You got to think about the murders. Oh, the siblings that taunt their little brother at the beginning.
Yeah.
That's the poem that the movie is got its inspiration from.
Oh, nice.
Stan Winston's studio provided additional Pumpkinhead suits for stunt sequences as well as dead bodies and makeup. Winston's savvy regarding creature work enabled him to make the most of his very small creature effects budget, which was just a fraction of the film's $3 million overall budget. Quote, "It's funny, but we never had a sense of being constrained by the budget on the show. And that was because Stan knew what to spend the money on and how to get the most out of everything we built." And there was a bunch of things like that I didn't include them all, but it all seemed to be like, because Stan Winston had been working in movies for so long, he knew how to, at least like the machine of movie making, like just go do it perfectly on what they had.
Awesome.
So I thought that was cool. Stan Winston and the filmmakers strongly clarified that they did not indeed want a creature with a literal pumpkin on its head. So if you're wondering why.
Totally against it.
Mm-hmm. The lady who played the witch was always in character, even between takes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's fun. Lance Henriksen had a set of dentures made to give him a more rural look. He also gathered all of his own props and wardrobe, including a WW2 pump action shotgun, his cap worn throughout the film, and the silver dollars, which he gives to Haggis.
Oh.
All
Cool.
Lance.
Good for him.
All Lance, including those abs.
Mm-hmm. Picking up all those silver dollars. Last, body count 7. 5 are killed by Pumpkinhead. Only Ed Harley and his son aren't killed by Pumpkinhead. There you go. IMDb behind the scenes is behind us now. And Shan Yao Zun wants to know why we chose this offering. Well, Shan Yao Zun, you were modified by witches. I think
a pretty straightforward one.
Yeah, was a raw suggestion. We had to think of a monster movie that had witches in integral to the plot somehow. And yeah, this worked perfect. I know Bryan and I hadn't seen it before. Is that correct, Bryan?
Correct. That is correct, Sam.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And I believe there was also a bit of serendipity before we landed on it, or maybe right after we chose it, where you came across a collector's edition Blu-ray in the wild of the Crypt.
A steelbook. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I found the Pumpkinhead steelbook laying around in the crypt.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a good day.
Yeah. And then I ended up buying the steelbook because Shout was having all these crazy sales. So it was like $18, I think. Normally retails for $45, and we had picked it. So I was like, I'll snag it.
Snag, baby.
Ross, what's your history with it? You'd seen it, but...
Yeah, I'd seen it a few times. I think the first time I saw it was I think it was in high school. Yeah, it was a fun one. It's a weird one. I think it's a fun one. I mean, it was it definitely creeped the living shit out of me in my early teens. But it was it's just a weird creature. Cause I think to me, it's funny is that the merchandising for Pumpkinhead was so crazy because I remember seeing McFarlane toys and a bunch of that before seeing the film and seeing the creature design. I was like, I need to see this movie. What is this?
Interesting. That reminds me, Stan Winston also did Predator. Because I feel like it kind of has a weird Predator alien mix going to it.
Yeah, especially with the hinged arms and legs, the shoulder bone rivet things that are coming out.
Like cranium extends back. So that's why we chose it, Shan Yao Zun. Let's dive into it a little further. We hope it pleases you. So it's time for us to talk about this movie. But before we do that, we're going to do a quick run through of what the actual movie was. And in order to determine who is going to do that run through, gentlemen, grab your goo bucket, plunge your hand in.
I always have my goo bucket. Okay, hand is in.
All right.
Ooh, my goo's furry.
Oh, that's a twist. All right,
Yeah, that's a different thing.
Pull your hands out, gentlemen.
As we pull it out, it looks like the goo starts dripping down Sam's hand. It comes off, not on Sam. It's flopping its way slowly down mine. It drops off mine, and it stays on Ross's. He's trying to hide or something.
Of course it is. All right, cool. Pumpkinhead. All right, so the movie starts off with an early, I think 1957, if I'm not correct, scene. Family is kind of in their cottage/home, crazy wind outside, and they hear a banging on the door. Oh my God, please let me in. I didn't murder her. Oh my God. And then the creature that we kind of see violently kills a guy. Fast forward to present, quote unquote, present day, with a father and son who are just living the country life, man. I mean, they're just simple folk, just doing some simple stuff. They got a grocery store / corner store that they've got. Real special Hallmark bonding moments with his son. They really lay that on thick.
Yep.
Then we got Motocross Cool Cats just blazing through, and immediately off the gate, we've got pretty much like Asshole and his girlfriend in a car. And then I think there's 2 other couples that are in the corresponding truck that has the motorcycles and stuff on there. They pull up to the gas station and not gas station, I'm sorry, the corner store. They start buying some stuff. And the hassle dude's like, I got a ride, bruh. And then just takes his motorbike, starts riding off into the sunset and doing weird ass tricks. I guess the whole purpose is of doing motocross and doing photography for it. Simultaneously, another family shows up, which has like 15 different kids. And then that's where we get slightly introduced to the myth, the legend of Pumpkinhead, with the kids singing the chant. Oh my God, I forgot your feet at home. My bad, dude. Let me just drop it off to you. Son, watch the store. Also, make sure the dog stays inside. Dad leaves. Big spoiler alert. The dog does not listen. Leaves the thing. Kid goes after it. Goes underneath a hill. Almost gets hit by the first guy.
I don't think it's sorry. I don't think it's a spoiler alert if it's literally the next plot point that happens.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. Well, it's so funny that this dog literally is like, "Don't do this," and then the dog immediately just does whatever they don't want it to do.
So the dog's gonna do what it wants. It's
gonna want clearly. So first motorbike guy misses him. Second one nails him straight on. Kid is pretty fucked up. And then instead of dealing with the situation, the dude just fucking bails because he goes, I got warrants, and then just kind of clears out with this girl. Mm-hmm. One guy stays behind while the other ones rush to the house to try to use the phone line to call for help. Father gets back, takes his son, who's pretty much at this point dead, and then leaves the kid there, goes home, realizes he's dead. The kid's back at the house. The main asshole dude has now ripped the phone line out. I don't know what his plan's going to be, but like, we're not calling the fucking cops. And then throws 2 of these couples into a fucking closet with a 2x4 stuck to it. The dad freaks out, decides to go to, is it the Haggis's house? The House of Haggis. And then basically like, you gotta tell me where this like crazy lady is.
The Wallace's house.
The Wallace's house.
Haggis is the witch.
Haggis is the witch, sorry. So they go to Wallace's place, and then the grandson's like, no, dude, I'll take you like halfway there. Drives him all the way out there. The dead son in blanket opens the door of this fucking Haggis's place. And then she's like, I don't resurrect the dead. But I could get some vengeances. So he decides to agree to whatever this ritual is. He bleeds. They bleed the son's blood, feed it into the mouth of a creature that he had to go to a pumpkin patch graveyard in this weird monolith, really tall pyre of dirt and something. And he uncovers this like sickly, weird body. They force feed it blood, and it turns into Pumpkinhead, and he's fucking huge, fucking pissed. The dad is like, "Oh, awesome, go do your shit." Unbeknownst to him, he's like psychically linked to Pumpkinhead, and the more that Pumpkinhead murders, the more like their souls are converging, and it's this whole thing. The kids start getting murdered systematically one by one. The dad immediately realizes, I done fucked up. I'm seeing ghost images of my son going, Daddy, what did you do? And he's like, fuck, I gotta figure this out. He basically kind of shows up not in time at all.
Mm-hmm.
Half of everybody's dead. The guy who actually killed his son gets impaled by a rifle. And then they get back to the Wallace's place. The two remaining survivors go to the Wallace's place. Bang, 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 bang. Help me, help me, help me. No, we're not going to help you. And then the grandson comes out and goes, I think I'm about to fucking done. I'm about to cause this. So let me help you out. They go to a church. They go back. The dad is now trying to hunt down, Pumpkinhead itself. Grand thing. They basically get back to his place, go to the barn. He accidentally stabs himself, and he fully realizes at this point that, anything that happens to me happens to Pumpkinhead. So he decides to go to his own car, blow his brains out, successfully shoots himself in the head, but he does it wrong because he's still alive. And then gets shot and killed, and Pumpkinhead dies and then bursts into flames. And that's, yeah. Oh, sorry. And then Haggis takes I'm assuming I thought it was the mummified remains of the kid, but he has the necklace. So I'm assuming it's the mummified remains of like the dad, now withered to whatever husk this is, to be dug up again when someone else needs, the next Pumpkinhead.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
The end.
Yeah, the end. Good job.
Very good.
Good.
I think you nailed it. So premise. I guess the premise is
revenge demon.
The boy's killed, so dad summons a demon to get revenge.
Yeah. I like that. To me, I really do like the premise of this movie, because the idea is an interesting idea, but I like the premise of the dad's character, like parasitically symbiotic. You know what I mean? Where it's like he's feeling these things, and as these murders progress, he's like losing more of his humanity, and he's turning more into Pumpkinhead, and Pumpkinhead is almost like merging and having more facial features of the dad.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I don't know. I thought that dichotomy was pretty interesting, where it's like he's not going to just walk away from the scenario. He has to give all of himself up to vengeance to have this done. I thought that was kind of an interesting thing for it.
Makes you wonder why you don't just get vengeance yourself. That's my only kind of problem with the premise, is like, oh, you need a demon to get your revenge. Can't get your own revenge.
I think that's part of it, where it's like he doesn't want to get his hands dirty, and then he realizes that like it's the weapon that he's using is killing himself. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I think it was like him trying to like hop skip, like I want vengeance. I'm not going to do it myself. Let me do this thing. And then the second this first kill happened, he goes, oh no, I'm inherently linked to this thing. So now he realizes the gravity of like his decision.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
Only when it affects him.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Filmmaking technical ability of this movie, Bryan.
Ooh, deep sigh.
I mean, it's just all clearly the best part of the movie is the dad head. Like that's my new term for Pumpkinhead now, because he's turning into a dad, so he's dad head. The Pumpkinhead.
Mm-hmm.
creature is clearly the coolest thing about this, because and Lance does a very good job acting and playing the role, but I don't know, otherwise I wasn't necessarily, I like the fairy tale aspect, but I felt like for an hour and a half movie or whatever it was, just under, I think, it felt too long but also too short.
Yeah,
interesting.
I don't know.
I think they killed time
in the sense that I don't feel like within their time they effectively told the story well and filmed it right.
I agree.
Yeah, it's like they stretched the non-important scenes and then they shortened the important ones.
Well,
so I'll ask this: what was the very first scene of the movie?
Yeah.
Is that tied to anything?
So that was the dad, the little boy
was the
Lance
little
Henriksen
boy.
as a kid. And he saw
yeah, because
Pumpkinhead.
it literally fades from him, the little boy watching Pumpkinhead, to Lance Henriksen. His face like on top of it, and he's got the fire blower. He's setting some grass on fire, I think.
Get rid of it. That scene was useless in my opinion.
Well, I think it's to set up that he knows that this thing is real, so he can.
I think him living in this area, I feel like this is an area where like you hear something, no, you didn't. Everybody knows about things in this area. So I feel like the legend could have already been out there for him.
Sure.
And that could have sped something, because I don't know, that disconnected some things for me. But
yeah,
interesting. I think I think a lot of my problem is like with writing and characters, the actual filmmaking, the monster making the most out of what you have. Some of the shots are clearly like, you know, they only have an arm pulling on something, or the feet are barely going anywhere, he's making use of what they have. For whatever reason, I really like the lighting in this movie, even though it's like nighttime in the woods and clearly just lit by lights. It's unrealistic and the way the cabins are lit, but there's just something about it that feels very comforting to me.
I can take that. Well, I think that there's, I think this is one of the better examples of it, when you have people that primarily do special effects and then they transition into directorial stuff, is that like, I feel that some of the stages, like Haggis's hut, I thought was like really interestingly well lit. Like the lighting is awesome. When you have the outside scenes where it has that fantastic kind of like, you know, just like you said, the spotlight lighting and those weird blues and stuff. And then when you get inside to Haggis's thing, it's all illuminated with these like deep orange and yellow because of the candles and things like that. Is that I feel like the sets are really interesting. What you're watching is really interesting. It's just some of the shots are a little disconjointed for me, where it's like the set is really cool and I can see where they were going with it, but then how it's shot is kind of like not clumsy, that's not the right choice of words, but it's some of the scenes where I'm like, okay, you're just specifically, it's like a special effects guy setting up the camera to get the best shot for the scene, like just for that gag, you know what I mean? That was, I think that would be my only one, because I mean, like if everything's beautiful to look at, and like
I really like the design on the pumpkin grave thing.
Yes. Well, I think it also is a really, I think a nod to the filmmaking too, is that like it felt like when you film
fantastical.
In woods, like when you film in woods, whimsical. You kind of have this like just baseline because it's woods. This felt like ranges of the fantastique, you know what I mean, where it's like that fantasy where you have that monolith in the pumpkin field and all the pumpkins are like warded and weird looking, and like everything had this everything had this like weird fantasy touch to it that I really blended well with kind of just how it was shot.
That whimsical feel, the fairy tale feel, the mystic feel.
Yeah, I would have wished they would have leaned more into that. You know what I mean? Like I like what they did with it, but like they could have gone so much more fantasy with it.
I think that's kind of what it too, which is something weird. It's like, I agree. I love all those set pieces, the bog, all everything that's going on there. And then it's kind of
burned out church
set against this desert, like landscape that Lance Henriksen's shop is, and like the house and stuff. It just it feels a little, I don't know, it's disjointed in some aspect. Maybe that was on purpose or not, but like, sorry,
I get that. No, I was gonna say you're hit it on the head, because it's like Enchanted Forest meets Dust Bowl Depression. Like all the kids looked like Depression era, like, you know, rags and covered in dirt and stuff like this. But then you have these scenes that are like literally feel like a fairy tale.
Which, I mean, it does. It has a fairy tale feel. It's just, I don't know, Dust Bowl fairy tale and Swamp Witch fairy tale, like just mashed together.
Yeah, I think like tonally, it's uneven.
Mm-hmm. And then also the teen aspect to it. It just thrown into the whimsy to the like. There's a few different angles coming at this here.
Yes, I ended up hating all the teens, even though Joel's
they're
really
all
the
horrible
only shitbag.
Yeah. They're all actually just not necessarily they're all horrible. None of them are really just likable or relatable. You don't spend. It's more Lance's story.
Yeah,
like with some teens thrown into it.
Right. It's like, well, these are who you kill in horror movies. Like,
right.
I almost would have liked it if the kids were like all of them were assholes.
Well, right, because only one of them really deserved it. Everybody else is trying to help the kid, and except this one guy's making it impossible for them. Like,
yeah. I feel like if they were all shitbags, like also you could have had a little more like. It sounds weird. The camaraderie for the kill. Like if you got a monster movie and then you're going to have these kill scenes, it's like you could almost like be like this doesn't make you root for the monster, although the monster is the most interesting aspect of the movie.
I think this movie becomes more fun if you do something like that and you make Lance Hendricks and be more in tune with be more vengeful with the Pumpkinhead. Like Sam almost kind of said, you wanted him to take vengeance as well, but like be more involved with the Pumpkinhead or something. Like if you had like, if this was a group of fucking rowdy punks or teens like that could just be a kill count, then you could still focus on Lance and his story, but have him more. I don't know. I feel like, it's missing on so many different aspects. Sorry, Sam.
No, it's fine. When he first, I thought that's what it was going to be. When he first fell back, when Pumpkinhead sprang to life, I thought it was going to be sort of his body was now going to be laying in the witch's cabin and he was in Pumpkinhead. So he could take out his revenge, but he was like this monster now. And that then makes a little more sense to me as to why you're not doing it yourself.
Sure. And I'll say this, it's for this movie, it's 22 minutes in is when the child finally dies. I feel like that's way too long to get to that.
I agree.
I think
moving.
It's like I'm like 50-50 on it because I really do like the really strong emotional connection between the father and son. For me personally, when the kid dies, it was so much more of a gut punch. But because of the premise of the movie that you're in, you could have trimmed half of the time with the son and you still would have gotten that emotional connection, at least enough to facilitate the rest of the movie. You know what I mean? Like you didn't necessarily have to spend that much time on it. Although I appreciated it, I don't think it necessarily needed all of that time.
I agree.
Yeah.
Or to do Bryan's issue at the beginning, you could have, and to add more time with the son, but trim out some of the like just laying it on thick with the bonding. Could be the kid heard about Pumpkinhead for the first, kids at school were talking about Pumpkinhead. Is it true? And like have some sort of interaction with him there that helps the relationship and also, can give some sort of
relates to him knowing about it. Yeah. And all this stuff. Yes. Around these parts and all this, I think that trims up, adds the bonding aspect. Cause I felt like their bonding was all, I guess the whimsiness of it. We'll talk about the soundtrack later, but it really felt almost like Hallmark movie at points, like with like the soundtrack in that bonding. So that's why I almost was just laughing at like what we're doing here.
Although there's some lines that dad says during that thing, like the hand washing scene. I had to rewind it 3 times.
I loved it. Or whatever.
Her hands were so old. Her flesh skin felt like rice paper. It felt so good. I was like, what? No.
Do you do that while washing your child's hands?
Reminiscing about how my grandmother's frail skin felt good on my hands.
But I'm your papa, and I got like rough, leathery hands, like from working in the fields. Sorry, their little shop. I'm just so curious about like this ecosystem that they live in here.
Yeah,
where did those fresh fruits come from?
No idea.
There's got to be farms around, right?
Probably delivers it maybe in the morning before they get there, and then he can put them out or something.
I was gonna say, then just take the dust bowl out of the thing. Like just have it a farm. Have it just a normal farm.
Well,
yeah, I guess it just felt too dusty for me.
It was too sandstorm.
Just looked like some part of California to me.
And then maybe if the bog witch was more like a desert witch, a dust witch, it's like if it all felt dusty all together, I think that would have been cool.
I was surprised when her place seemed like a swamp. I was like, well, where did this come from? But it does add to, I guess, the fairy tale nature of it, of just that there's just a magical forest. On one side, you got like the deserty area, on the deep in Razorback Holler, you got the
all we were missing was a tundra, like just an ice cap somewhere.
Yeah, that's just the camera turn
map
around
that's drawn in the beginning of the book.
We need that. I need that. That could be more fun if if it was a lot more regional, like really quickly they got into a snow biome. Filmmaking. Ha, we gotcha.
Suspenders.
Honestly, mine were it's weird that for me, the suspenders of disbelief had literally nothing to do about like body transformation or the witchcraft or the creature. It was basically like, dude, you basically killed a kid and you have 5 other people being like, okay, well, we need to go to the cops. And he's like, no, we're not. And just like hitting people with logs and shit, where I was like, this would have been, and they're all still hanging out together, where I'm like, at that point, I feel like he should have just gotten in his car and just driven off. You know what I mean? Like, instead
why
of just
did they just go to the
his friend group into submission, you know?
Yeah. Well, he's just terrible character.
They still wanted to have a vacation.
Yeah.
Right? That's how it seems.
He's going to be fine.
Just going to vacation.
The kid,
we're just gonna fucking chill.
Steve was like, I think the kid's gonna be okay. But for me, the big one is just going to a witch to ask for vengeance when you could just like track them down.
Commit the vengeance yourself.
Yeah.
No. I mean, I can see asking
as a dad. If speaking as a father, I would much rather get that vengeance with my hands than.
Well, here's the thing. He didn't go to her for that. He went to her
to try and bring her back.
To resurrect, to bring it kind of got like, she was kind of like, come on, you wanna do a little vengeance.
Yeah.
And then he's kind of like, you know what, a little vengeance might not be a bad idea. I've been kind of
might be bad.
Okay.
Well, I feel like she kind of had this like the old Nick, like the Satan kind of like, you want to make a deal? Like we could do that. I don't think you're gonna like it, but we could do it.
Oh, like, she tells him like it's a heavy cost or whatever.
Yeah,
and he's like, yeah, that's fine. They killed my son. They killed my son, and then they left him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, kinda. I mean,
honestly, if I showed up and my child was murdered, and I don't know if I would technically be in the right state of mind 2 hours after it happened with his body wrapped in a fucking sheet. You know what I mean? Like I don't know if I would go to the extent
difference
of like,
here.
Everybody grieves differently.
Yeah,
is the remote location.
Yeah.
So in your situation, all of our situations, we're much closer to civilization, to hospitals, to places where you would immediately try to rush someone off to.
This place only exists on a fantasy map.
Exactly. They don't have any hospitals in fantasy land. Exactly.
Yeah.
So I guess that's what you do. You just kind of wrap your kid up and, well, he doesn't die until he gets back home because he says like, Daddy, and then dies, right? He said something.
So.
Because when he's back in the home, he says something like one last line. Because I thought the kid was dead for a while.
No, because like he like koala holds his dad, and that's right. Because then they get to the house, and then he kind of lays him down,
cleaning him up,
and then he dies.
Yeah. So again,
brutal.
At this moment when the kid is finally dying, so what the 22-minute mark I said, that's when he just gets hit, and this all starts. It's almost 30 minutes now as to when the kid is dead. It's an hour and a half movie. That's just like I was like excited going in, I'm like, okay, this is not a lot of time, and then I'm like, you guys just did not use it well. But otherwise, yeah, I don't think I have any other suspenders like that. Like, yeah, I don't think, because again, I understood or you feel the whimsy of it. So I'm like, yeah, Pumpkinhead, why not?
Tropes. Anything stand out to you?
Yeah, the asshole bro dude kind of like
the teen characters are very reminiscent, I feel like, of just sort of pick a Friday the 13th movie.
Yeah. You got like the innocent couple, the middle of the road, complicit in bad acts, but aren't really that terrible themselves. And then the epitome of shit, just bad dude with like kind of, I hate to, just like domestic violence girlfriend where she just gets
pushes her to the ground when he's like, we gotta
hits
go.
her and like, yeah, it's
there's
wild.
something we don't see when like the other people like get to the cabin and he's already there with her. She's like been crying and I think she's like rubbing out her face. Yeah. So like,
I think he's also doing coke.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, we just don't get to spend any time with them. They're not great characters, so they don't have, I guess, time to develop, and we don't spend time. They don't develop anyway, so them. I don't care. They don't. Yeah.
Other than this one character is absolutely horrible.
They really worked on that. They're like, well, it's fucking pivotal to the story, guys.
This guy's gotta suck.
And like, yeah, it's interesting. I think there should have been some more. It's like it's all little bits of ideas that didn't seem to quite. The more you stretch out the idea, the less it works, and they need to refine it. Like, I have an idea for this creature of vengeance. All right, well, what needs to happen to make that? I don't know. Our main character can have his kid die. Okay.
Right.
Well, we got to get someone bad to do. Okay. Well, teens are the thing. So let's throw some teens.
Let's get them in there.
Let's get the teens in there.
Totally. It would have been more interesting if they was like bad guys. You know what I mean? If it was like a gang of criminals.
Yeah. Like some like roving punks, some bikers coming through town.
That would be pretty interesting.
Like Friday the 13th.
It would be a lot more fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just to allow the kill cow, I don't know, Lance to like, I don't know, start feeding it, like playing into this weird role. I think they'd be fun to see him transforming into the Pumpkinhead.
Ooh,
yeah.
Final form Pumpkinhead.
Yeah, man. Anyway, where are we?
We're going to talk about the opening, but I think we pretty well covered that. And next was characters and character choices, which we were kind of just hitting on. And we've hit on a lot between Ed and Joel. That's the shitbag.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I do like the fact of Joel eventually being like, I've caused the death of everyone. Like, I need to own up to this. Like, this is my mistake. Like, at least he recognizes that. It takes like literally 3 minutes before he dies. But it's like, at least I do like the ownership of his shittiness, even if it was for like a minuscule moment in the film.
All right. Cool.
But I thought he realized it. What do you mean by that? Because I thought he realized this is wrong to do, like after the first kill.
Oh no, I'm talking about the asshole guy, like
Joel. Sorry, Joel.
Yeah, because like he was like, because he was running around, and then at least at the end of it, he's like, okay, I did this. Like,
no.
For once in my life, I need to own up. Yeah,
I misheard.
That was actually another character thing I didn't like, is that Ed immediately is like, oh, I shouldn't have done this, and is trying to stop it. I'm like, come on, dude. Like, you just summoned this thing for vengeance and you knew it at a heavy price, and you had to like dig up this body and feed it your blood. Like,
yeah, he had plenty of thinking time about what he was doing.
Totally. Like,
he had to go back to Haggis.
If I would have bought the direct 180 if, like you said, if there wasn't like a blood ritual, or like if he was more hands off of what was going on, and then these things started happening to him, you know what I mean? Just the idea of revenge versus actual vengeance, you know what I mean? But like you said, he literally takes his son, goes there, slits his palm, it does all of this insane, crazy shit, and he goes, okay, well, I guess that's done now. Can I just go home?
Yeah.
It's like, how did you know, man? You bought the ticket. You got to take the ride.
Mm-hmm.
So who does it kill first?
The nice brother, Joel.
Yeah.
The shitbag brother.
If it killed
Steve.
the shitbag first, then that allows Lance to be like, yes, vengeance, yes, I like the good. This was great. It killed this shitbag. Like for some reason, he knows this shitbag.
Yeah,
but no, let's redefine the story a little bit. For some reason, he knows the shitbag is the shitbag and all this kind of. So he feels something good out of it. But then when Pumpkinhead starts to continue to kill all the teens is when he can start to feel remorse, or like kind of really good point. If you want to play that line where he's going to change his mind about things.
Yeah,
I feel like you start with the one who deserves it, and then he's like, "No, these kids don't deserve." Blah, 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 I don't know.
Or give them varying degrees of culpability, like. There's the people trapped in the closet who really tried to help, and the one who was like, "Oh no, you're right. I'll like cover up for you or something." You know what I mean? Like,
gets murdered. Mm-hmm. No, Bryan. That's a really, really good point, because like if you start off with that, it gives the supernatural demonic intelligence of like what, like, because obviously it's like revenge. He's a revenge demon. If he knows who actually killed his son, killing him first and then killing down the line, I thought that would have been a really more compelling way of like, okay, oh no, this needs to stop. I already got my vengeance. This is like now overkill because now I've unleashed this thing. I feel like that emotional connect. I agree with you, because that would have been a really compelling thing.
There's something to work there, because and I can understand the reason for, I guess maybe him Lance not knowing who did it allows Pumpkinhead to not know, therefore allowing him to have to kill all the teens. Not immediately going for the bad one, but
yeah,
whatever. So can we talk? Like so as a sorry,
no, I was gonna say it could also just be kind of a lesson of like the collateral damage of like revenge. You know what I mean? Where it's like he got his vengeance, but then this thing continuously he's unleashed the monster. You know what I mean? Like that would have been a really interesting message for the movie.
I think as we continue talking, we're going to continue to find better ways to tell this story. So my question, speaking of characters, Pumpkinhead was sure a character. I was not expecting him to have such a personality.
Yeah, dude, the amount that they worked on the like the animatronics of him smirking and smiling and grunting, and like I loved it. Like he's mischievous. Like, which is
and
so
he takes the bike
crazy.
chain off and
that's why I was going to
does that. I'm like, what are we doing here, guy? Yeah, okay.
I love
so
funny when it was a Joel, right? When he impales Joel with the gun and then just plays with his head, like he's like flopping it up and down. Yes. And he's like, ha, ha. Like it. What's awesome and crazy to me is that like it took my second viewing for this to kind of like maybe get it, and I could be completely wrong on my theory. Is that like it is a demonic vengeance creature, but the husk that it metamorphosed out of I thought was a child. So it acts childlike as it's playing and murdering things, as in like it's taunting them, it's playing after its kills and stuff like that. Like there's such juvenile things that this thing does, and then does like really horrific shit. It's almost like if like a kid monster, you know what I mean?
Sure. I'd be curious to see how they play with that in future films going forward, because then the premise would be that I guess Lance is would be the next iteration of it, and he's not necessarily a playful guy. So I just think too, I think Pumpkinhead, this demon entity of itself, is a playful type of entity, is a fun, like, because demons have various personalities, and like to give it more than just I'm evil, to have a personality behind it, the fact that it does this monster thing,
that's true. I guess monsters typically, Predator and Alien, the Xenomorph and the Yautja
some candy
aren't like being silly much. We finally got like with the new Predator Badlands, a Yautja with personality.
The most personality out of a Yautja we've ever seen. But and then to this movie here, it's interesting because we just don't spend too much time with any one of these characters to tell the right story here. And even with Pumpkinhead, I feel because I feel like we do see him a lot.
We do.
In the movie. We see a lot of him. So I'm like, give me more. Give me fucking more of him. Give me more of him doing shit. Again, start the story sooner and give me more Pumpkinhead.
So we don't see him when we see him, I feel like a lot of times until the very end, he's not doing much. Whenever his actions take place, it's just like a hand doing something. You know what I mean?
This was the epitome of sucked off screen. Like,
a lot of that.
80% of the characters died by getting sucked off screen.
When the Christian girl gets pulled onto the roof, and then you just see her little feet, her legs, flip back over the rooftop. That's so funny.
Awesome.
Yeah,
I love that.
Great moment. It not so funny. It's so fun, is what it is.
Yeah.
I didn't laugh too hard, but I was
Which
delighted.
I might have some I might actually honestly have some Pumpkinhead blinders because there are some just glaringly crazy things plot wise and stuff like that. But some of these scenes are just so fucking fun to watch.
Sure. Did anything surprise you in the movie?
Yes. Okay. So the first time that I saw this, when he gets when the dad gets Pumpkinhead eyes and then he turns around to Pumpkinhead and now Pumpkinhead has his nose.
Yeah. He's
it's
starting to get his face.
Your nose. Yes. And it starts turning into his face. The first time I saw that, I was like, oh God. I was like, I didn't know that you could make Pumpkinhead weirder. And then you gave him a nose. And then it's that ooh, I don't like that.
Mm-hmm. Can't say anything. Surprised me. Really.
Yeah. I was just kind of not. Yeah.
Any scares or jump scares work for you? I could see this being scary when you're younger. Just monster, some of the tense moments.
A monster. Scary thing. Sure.
And there's one jump scare because I'm wondering, I forget what's happening outside, but we go back to Bunt inside. Bunt's the grandson kid. And we're just panning towards him and I'm like, why are we watching this? We just left the action, nothing's happening. I guess I'm supposed to think something's about to happen, and then there's a jump scare when the dog runs up and he's like, oh hey, you scared me. And then it goes back to the action. I was like, that was such a pointless gag and jump scare.
I guess it's not really a jump scare, but when Pumpkinhead opens the closet and then he's sniffing around and then he hears the thing from outside. Yeah. Which I thought was really interesting because I was like, okay, well, he helped, but technically he didn't do anything. So it was is he going to smell him and then walk away? Is he not going to try to attack him? And then when he moves all the clothes, he goes, bah! It's ah!
So what's funny about that scene, the kid who played Bunt was in one of the special features talking about that scene and how they were shooting at 4 a.m. and he had been drinking Jolt Cola to stay up. And that by this point in shooting, they were no longer scared of the monster creature. He initially, tried to keep it so that he would be scared of it when it was around, and try and. But at this point, they were around it so much that for whatever reason on this night, they thought it was silly and he was laughing. And so if you look, it's kind of shot around that. And if you see when it jumps back in, you can kind of see the side of him and he's moving up and down a little bit. He said they had to record his scream later. And that according to him, I guess they were all slap happy because it was 4 a.m. Everybody on set, even Stan Winston, was laughing while they were shooting this scene.
Cool.
I just caught a case of the giggles. All right, we can get to the gore/kills.
Let's do it. Run through that list.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay.
Opening kill off screen. The little boy gets killed with a little blood. He's got some scratches on his face. A little bit of blood for the ceremony to resurrect or summon the Pumpkinhead.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Steve sucked in a tree and body thrown about. Little blood. Cross cut into Maggie's forehead. Little blood. Maggie's head pops up in the window and her face is rubbed on it and then it's broken through.
Yes, that was another fun Pumpkinhead moment. The fact that he's doing that.
That is such a fun, playful thing. All of a sudden, he's like holding her head up. You see his hand behind her head.
Look what I got. And then he
smashes it through. That there's actually some blood that you kind of see like running down the sill into the sink. More blood than we see in any of these other ones.
Okay.
He takes Kim high into a tree and drops her down onto a rock.
Yep.
Playful
sure
again. Little blood. Yep. I do like, again, the way that rock's just kind of in the middle of this. There's no reason for this big rock to be here, but I like the way it looks afterwards.
Good looking rock.
Joel rifle kebab when he sticks the rifle through him, lifts him up.
Oh, yeah.
Little blood.
Of course.
Chris gets thrown on the bike. Little blood. And left for dead, but Pumpkinhead will bring him back.
Yep.
And then Ed shoots himself in the head, and that's a little blood as well, but not a ton.
Yeah.
Because we don't see it. He just comes stumbling out.
Yeah.
Right.
And there's kind of like a hole and a bit of a trickle.
All of Fight Club style.
Just a bit stumbly.
Sorry, Fight Club spoilers.
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. And that's everything. So let's go ahead and see how much that is.
It's time for the gore. Fatality.
Intensity, consistency, put them together, get your score. So intensity, I'd put it like, somebody's impaled.
Someone's impaled. You do get a head gunshot wound. There is an impalement by a what is that?
He pokes himself in
pitchfork,
the pitchfork.
Right. And that's like 2-3. I mean, that was he had to sink that out. But again,
it wasn't that bad. That was kind of funny.
It was kind of funny. I would probably give intensity like low, dude.
Yeah.
Like maybe like a 2.5 to a 3 at most.
Oh, I would give like a 1.5.
I was going to say like a 1.5.
Well,
because it's out of 5,
we do
right? So 2.5 or a 3 seems high.
Maybe like a too high. Yeah,
and I agree.
Does not seem like a low answer.
Yeah, I would just say because of maybe the wounds later on, maybe like a 2 then.
I guess based on your earlier thing and ours, yeah, we can go with 2. And then consistency, I mean, it is kind of throughout. There's a little break.
There is a 20-something minute lull.
Yeah.
Like even the kill in the first one is just a guy getting jostled around. I don't think he necessarily gets there's not a whole lot of gore in the first kill.
Yeah, it does feel like there's lulls.
I'd probably give it a 2.
Because when we do get the gore, yeah. Sure, yeah. I'd agree. I'll agree with that.
4 seems high. I feel like we didn't get it right.
The 4 does seem high. I agree.
But 'tis what it is. Climax of the film. Pumpkinhead brings Chris back to the farm. Ed is going to torch Pumpkinhead, but gets caught on a pitchfork. And also notices Pumpkinhead's face kind of looks like his. So he's like, hey, I'm the only way to hurt Pumpkinhead.
Hey, I'm Pumpkinheading.
Hey, I'm over
Tracy
here.
tries to set Pumpkinhead on fire, but he doesn't catch on fire. Ed shoots himself in the head, but he's still alive. Therefore, Pumpkinhead is too. Ed chortles to Tracy, asking her to kill him. And then she obliges, shoots him a few times. He dies. So does Pumpkinhead. Pumpkinhead spontaneously combusts. And then Chris, Tracy, and Bunt are left alive. Chris is pretty beat up.
I did like the back to hell spontaneous combustion of Pumpkinhead. I thought that was kind of, especially with it sounded like they dubbed over almost like demonic howling or something like that while it's going on.
I don't recall that, but that reminded me that I do like that whenever he showed up, it got like really windy and lightningy, and he had that weird like skittery sound.
Isn't there like a chittering noise or something?
I like that noise
like
too.
almost like locusts or something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. I like that.
Did we think much of the climax? I know Bryan probably thinks it's kind of silly. At least the pitchfork part.
Yeah. But it was fine. No, I think I liked it more or less. It made sense.
Yeah.
It worked for what this movie is.
Sure. Right. Yeah, I agree. It doesn't like stand out to me. It just kind of is acceptable.
Yeah.
That's Pumpkinhead. It doesn't stand out to me. It's just kind of acceptable. I think you nailed it, Sam.
And the epilogue, Haggis is at the pumpkin grave and starts burying Pumpkinhead, and we see it's wearing the necklace, so he must have fully transformed, I guess.
Or shriveled or
into like what will be the next. Just need some blood.
I like it. I like that a lot.
Yeah. I thought that aspect was really cool. The first time I watched it, I did think it was his son because his body was left at Haggis. His body was left at Haggis's place, right? So like she had access to his corpse. His son. Did he bury his son?
The first.
He didn't.
Oh, he did.
He's digging the grave next to his wife's grave with his son there in the blanket when he gets his first like psychic.
Oh yeah.
Attack.
Oh no, you're right. Nah, you're right.
You're right because he did leave the kid with Haggis, so I forgot.
He does when he first goes to get the Pumpkinhead body. Yeah, I think that's just what you turn into in between, and I'm assuming that one was the last person who used it to get revenge and so on.
Yeah.
Which is a cool idea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They, actually, that's really funny because there is another film that has a creature with a pumpkin on its head that has the almost exact same thing happen.
With an actual pumpkin head.
What is it? Yeah, was it Dark Harvest? It's
like I didn't watch that. It was fairly recent.
Creature. Yeah. It's
a lot of people liked it. I thought it was
Yeah.
I thought, did anyone think when we saw Baby Pumpkinhead when he's first forming that he kind of reminded me of Sam from Trick or Treat?
Yeah.
With his mask off.
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
Like, oh, do you think they're related?
They probably, like they're cousins. Pumpkinhead and Sam are cousins. Yeah, no, because it had this like weird like and like that weird like bigger eyes, polished face, kind of bulbous C kind of head, you know. I also got like it's like just a smidgy of the human alien hybrid from what was that Alien?
Resurrection.
Yes,
definitely. That I mean,
which I
if
think
he worked on the Alien movies,
Stan Winston
I don't know if he did.
Yeah,
that makes sense. Resurrection, yeah, perfect.
Yeah,
I love the universe.
I'm pretty sure from looking at his credits from Aliens on through the AVP movies, he worked on Alien movies.
Okay.
All right. Anything else that we want to say about this one before we go to the crematorium?
Let's do it, baby.
All right. Crematorium of questions. Let's do it. How would we survive this one? Ross accidentally killed a kid, and you know how he is in these things. He got angry at all of us and stormed off.
I locked Bryan in a closet.
Yeah, happens quite often.
And Pumpkinhead gets summoned. A Pumpkinhead is summoned to kill us.
Yep. Happens quite often.
All the time, actually. More than you think. Man, okay, so Pumpkinhead in and of itself as that entity is basically indestructible. The host that caused the ritual is the one. Wait, we would have to figure that shit out, and I think we'd be very dead before we figured that out.
I don't know.
I think I'm getting tossed around the woods probably.
I think I'll figure it out.
Oh,
Yeah, I guess it
hopefully
depends
you do
on
it before
whoever
I get
cursed
tossed
us
around the woods.
has a moral compass to try to stop it. Because if he just sat at home and didn't do
Right.
anything, then they would have been nuked.
Just enjoyed all those psychic visions.
Yeah, he's just tripping out in his barn.
No, I think man. We've been around the block. I think we would have known we've been. Well, one of us would have to have died by the hands of the Pumpkinhead. So it's going to be either one of you, since
I'd be impaled. I would be impaled by.
you're ready. You're just not to give up so soon. And then we can be like, oh, well, this feels like a monstrous curse. Ross did kill that child. It's probably related to that guy. So let's go. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll be like, oh, it's a Pumpkinhead. Okay, so we got to go kill this guy.
Can't believe it. I didn't think these were real. How do you make the film gooier? Give us gore. Make it gory.
Yeah, I think because of like Pumpkinhead's statue, like just how big he is. Like I was shocked we did not get full like a body getting ripped in half or limbs getting tossed apart. You know what I mean? Like this guy's got the claws, he's got the reach, and he's also got like the height that I was expecting. Like it was cool to get the impalement. Don't get me wrong with the firearm, but like punch through someone and like have your fist through them, or like, you know what I mean? Like you got a big monster. You could absolutely have them doing some
bite somebody's head off.
Yeah.
Fist him. So much you could do.
They do look
Man,
so
that
similar.
little Pumpkinhead's so cute.
Right? And like it's just I think the big eye sockets in the mouth, the wide mouth. I mean, I was like, oh, so that's why. And I was like, he's a Pumpkinhead. Sam's kind of a Pumpkinhead. Like,
he's
probably related.
He's a literal Pumpkinhead. So it's like, because they have that.
Maybe Sam's a demon of something
family
else.
line.
Yeah,
well, that's what I was thinking. Mischief, the demon.
Well, because they both have that kind of like fetal skull look to them that just gets like really silly puttied out.
That adorable fetal skull look.
I'll post this picture in the Discord that I showed the guys here, comparing the two, so everyone can see. There you guys go. Join the Discord.
Okay, here's an interesting one. Hero level. Who is the hero of this film?
Is it our?
It's part of the confusion on this movie. We don't have a clear answer.
This is the first one where like I don't actually have an answer for who the hero is, because it's like it's not the death. I mean, like he caused it but then stopped it, and then you have these haphazard kids that were just kind of like, at least the ones that survived were like kind of collateral damage. I don't know,
and not the ones I expected to survive either. I don't know.
Yes.
The first kid that gets killed, the nice brother, I certainly expected him to last like way longer. I thought he was going to be one of our main dudes.
Right.
So I guess that surprised me, going back to surprises.
True.
So who are we going to go with, dude? Is this going to be our first ever skip? I mean, let's pick somebody. I feel like, is it Lance Henriksen? Even though he's, again, he's not the villain. Pumpkinhead's the villain, but he calls it to action.
Part of it.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Why don't we just have it him as
sure? To make it easy, Lance. Why not?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Tenacity. Well, he's willing to kill himself to take out the Pumpkinhead.
Yeah. The tenacity is kind of high. I mean, just the brass balls to make a deal with Haggis to do it, and then also just to blow his own brains out to make it stop. It ranks kind of high.
He was about to set it on fire right before then. He's trying.
For tenacity, I'd almost give him like a 3.5 or a 4, just because of like he's also the cause and the solution to it. You know what I mean? Like he does ultimately kill himself. Well, attempts to kill himself to make it stop.
At killing himself
to make it, to take it out, which to me, makes it super high. That's the ultimate sacrifice. So I'm definitely willing to do 4. Brian's not.
Is it the ultimate sacrifice? If he ultimately caused it to, but no, I could agree with what you.
It still is. Yeah.
He does do all these things. Yeah, that's fine.
All right, 4.
That's fine.
Acceptable. Just like this movie. Iconography. I would not recognize his character dressed up at a con. If he was carrying a blanket.
Well, he has to be shirtless in the hat, wearing the necklace, and carrying around like a fucking flamethrower. Then I might recognize, be like, oh, are you Lance from Pumpkinhead?
All right, I can give that a little bit. So I guess
something maybe, or maybe when when he's kind of towards the end with his pumpkin eyes and stuff, and going a little
true,
a little weird like that. So I think there's just slight stuff there.
Sure,
pumpkin eyes.
Yeah, you get it.
I like that.
So what are we saying for iconography?
I give it like a 2. I think you're right. I mean, because it's like, shy of like the eye makeup at the end, like he doesn't necessarily he's got like a farmer costume, you know what I mean? But even with his like flamethrower and stuff like that, I could easily confuse him with something. Like I would almost do like, oh, is he the Thing? And then like, oh no, that's not.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean? Shirtless in the Thing?
No.
Oh no.
Man, it sure is cold.
Oh, check out that sweet, sexy The Thing costume.
Oh yeah, it's the Halloween version. Sexy Kurt Russell. All right. Well, Kurt Russell's sexy even in a parka. Come on. All right. Anyway,
you're not wrong.
2, I'm fine with iconography.
Yeah.
6.
So what is 6 total?
Villain power level pretty darn strong. Seems to only be killable if you kill the callbacker.
I'd give it. I'd probably say 4.5 because obviously his weakness is someone else and not necessarily itself. You know what I mean? Like. If you're just attacking it, it is completely indestructible until its job's done. But also, it will go to rest after its job's done, and if you kill its host, it'll die. So it's not godlike, you know?
But I wonder, it seems you can damage it. Like, could you cut a leg off of it, you think?
Maybe, but it could be just like Sam from Trick or Treat, and then just it buys you time. Because, that thing got shot in the head, and then set on fire and then shot in the chest multiple times and still got up.
I was gonna go 3.5 just because thinking of 5 as like, godlike. It's not just in being indestructible, it's like, controlling reality and all these different things. So if Bryan was going 3.5 as well, let's say 4.
Yeah. All right.
And iconography, very recognizable.
Absolutely.
I would, without a doubt, be like, oh, there's Pumpkinhead. That being said, it's not like I see it everywhere. I'm not sure I knew what Pumpkinhead looked like before I saw this. I realized I had seen it, but never knew that was Pumpkinhead, if that makes sense. Like I recognized it from the artwork, but so I don't want to go full 5 for that reason. But I could probably do like a 4. What do you guys think?
I had iconography at a 5, but again, I've seen these at like horror cons and things like that. Like it's like if you see Pumpkinhead from across a con room, like exactly what it is. If you've seen the movie, I
agree with that, but I think you have to have. I don't know why. For some reason, it's keeping me from a 5.
Otherwise, I think I agree.
But wouldn't that be the same for any character, though? Like, if
I knew who Freddy was before I saw a Nightmare on Elm Street movie.
Okay, exactly.
Yes. Okay.
Sam, does your mom know who Ghostface is?
Yes.
Does your mom know who Pumpkinhead is?
No.
Not yet.
That's
not
kind
yet.
of my right. Well, that's the point. Not yet. Like in the mainstream, it's not quite there, but within the horror world, of course, it is. So I think I agree with a 4.
I could take a 4.
Okay, so we'll do 4 there. So that gives him an 8. which means he would defeat our hero, which I guess he does because he has to.
He ultimately does.
Yeah.
In a sense.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
So it worked. Good job for us.
Good job.
And to the gods. I hope you like it, Shan Yao Zun. Should it have a sequel? And what is your sequel? Yeah, I mean, you can make any kind of sequel because you have to have this summoning for revenge. Get there quicker. But beyond that, it's set up in a way where you can tell a different story every time.
I would absolutely love a Pumpkinhead takes Manhattan, in the fact of like they do the revenge spell, but like they've already left, like they're already in a major city, and Pumpkinhead has to go into like just
that would be fun.
And then like the body count, because you'd have cops trying to stop him, you'd have like all people trying to like stop him from his goal.
He's got to take a boat to get there, and most of the time he's on the boat.
He's 90% of the time he's on the boat.
Yeah, but at the end he gets to the city.
Nice. Nailed it.
Cool.
Yeah. I have nothing in particular.
We're gonna workshop it on our own. Yeah. This is off pod just for the gods. Would you buy the soundtrack or score on vinyl? Brian kind of touched on it earlier. There's a song in it that I've only ever heard it in The Princess Bride, but I wonder if this is like a different part of the song, because the like Wesley Buttercup love song that's like dum 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 dum. The first couple notes of that, but then it goes differently, is played in some of the softer scenes with the sun and stuff. In this, it goes down, 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 and then it's like a different little riff, but then it repeats that down, down, down part again, to the point where I almost wonder if it's a different part of the same song, or if it's just they were like, we want a song like that. Like, what was that one movie we watched where it was like, we want a Metallica Enter Sandman type song? In the Mouth of Madness.
In the Mouth of Madness. Yeah.
So no, I don't want the soundtrack or score on vinyl.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Is anything action figure worthy?
Oh, Pumpkinhead.
Yeah, Pumpkinhead. Hello. And I think even a cool like diorama of the pumpkin grave would be cool too, with a little Pumpkinhead baby in it.
Would be super cool. I would love a little Pumpkinhead, but those ones where you have to like submerge in water and they continuously grow. So like you put it in water and then you get the big like Pumpkinhead afterwards.
But it only works with blood.
Yeah.
And I would love the little baby Pumpkinhead in general. He's just such a little cutie. Give me a little plushie of that.
True.
What merch prop promo item do you want from the film? Plushie of baby Pumpkinhead.
Right, of course.
I'd take the necklace. That'd be a great prop.
Necklace would be a great one. One of the really weird fantasy pumpkins from the cemetery.
Ooh,
they
very
look
good.
Just super cool and weird, and they're just the right size. Like you can house it somewhere, and it's not just like huge.
Maybe one of the candles from
Agus's
house. That'd be good for the crypt.
The little flower cup.
I think one of the rooms as I stumbled into looked a lot like Haggis's room. So
we
might have a witch in
We
here.
might have a haggis room.
Are we rooming with Haggis?
Well, I think we're hanging with Haggis.
Hanging with Haggis.
Nice. We can do a
Hanging
spin-off
with Mrs.
pod.
Haggis. Yeah.
Perfect.
It's our spin-off pod where we watch Hanging with Mr. Cooper with Haggis from Pumpkinhead. Yeah, Hanging with Haggis. Yeah.
I would take
the flamethrower.
Yep. The silver dollars, any of the Lance Henriksen stuff that he found for his his hat. The thing he drops the money into at Haggis's place. That's just
a lot of her shit was really cool.
Yeah, there was a lot of stuff there that I'd take. Various witch baubles.
Witch baubles galore.
Yeah. Midnight showing. What are you throwing? Pumpkins?
Haggis?
Haggis, yeah.
Like the
the food.
The sheep intestine, yes.
For sure.
Oh, man.
Pumpkin guts, pumpkin seeds.
Guts. Yeah,
pumpkin
I'd
seeds
get like a
good.
rag doll, because when Steve is tossed around, it is clearly a doll, like a mannequin getting thrown around.
Yeah. It was almost Night of the Demon, like Bigfoot in the guy who like gets flung in the oh my god, the sleeping bag. Just like,
oh yeah,
God,
yeah. I can't believe I forgot that part.
Oh, not a slide whistle, but like a sort of whistle. So like
A
anytime
penny
someone gets
whistle?
yanked off
A
screen.
penny whistle, yeah.
yes,
Dude, everyone can make,
yes, that's perfect.
that'd be fun.
Popcorn vessel, as a AMC called the Predator mask of popcorn vessels.
Oh
so.
no, I would just have the Pumpkinhead mound. It's like perfectly shaped to put popcorn in, and then like
that would be
there
so
could be the
perfect with
baby
little
Pumpkinhead
pumpkins
prize
around it.
inside.
Oh, that would
You
be
have to
perfect.
dig through the popcorn and you get your own little Pumpkinhead.
Agreed.
Perfect. I like that. I mean, the head can be. You can have two of them. The head obviously works very well. You could
Yes, the
stuff
pumpkin
his
head.
head full of popcorn and Pumpkinhead head.
Mhm.
But yeah, I think I like the alternative. I like the other one, the non-head.
That's the
popcorn
Alamo
vessel.
Draft House one.
Yeah, the special edition. Cool.
Okay, well, it's time to see how we feel about this movie.
I only want your fingers.
Should we all, like, cut our fingers open and bleed on it?
Can you wrap your fingers around this?
I'll take a Voorhees burger and a slide of Jason's fingers.
Show them.
On this show, we use a rating scale of 0 to 5 fingers. Each finger represents a different quality about the movie. These ratings are entirely subjective, as the gods only care about its connection to us and not the quality of the picture. With that said, let's get into it. I feel like we're all maybe gonna end up samesies on this. And so
maybe.
I don't know.
No? Well, let's start with the person who has a history with it. Roosticle.
History buff.
Our history buff. Lay it on us.
All right. Engaging. I think, I had it at a 1. I think after rewatches of it, I think it does ding it to a 0.75 just because of what we touched on, where like it really doesn't start going till like 20 to 30 minutes into an hour and a half runtime. As much as I enjoy the father-son dynamic, I feel like it could have been trimmed. And then on the first watch, fully engaged, not gonna lie. But then multiple rewatches of this, just because nothing really happens for the first half an hour, like most rewatches, I am kind of disengaged until the motorcycle accident scene. And then I'm kind of like, I can sit down and like focus on what's going on. So I give it like a 0.75. Sticky. Sticky's going to get the full 1 for me because it's just it's just the look of when Pumpkinhead is on screen. It's just the continuously hilarity of people getting sucked off screen, his like the bike chain and him like like shit like that is gonna it's just seared into my brain. And then just how cool everything looks. Like it's weird to me that like it's just the vibe of it, where like it's sticky because like the locations are interesting, Haggis's things are great. All right. Stuffable, I probably give a 0.5 to, just because like Pumpkinhead is so iconic that I would like, if there'd be some pretty like I have seen really cool Pumpkinhead shirts and I'd be like, okay, that's fucking cool. I would absolutely rock that. I would have a Pumpkinhead action figure, you know what I mean? Like it's just an interesting character. Even if I'm like about the movie, I can override that because of just how cool he looks.
Mm-hmm.
Cockles is a weird one. I think Cockles I am going to give a 0.5 to, because like when the fantasy stuff hits, it's really great. Pumpkinhead is super fucking cool. But my anti-Cockles start going in when like I don't like the teen characters. I think that like what we talked about, the way that the plot structure is that like if it was done if the murder sequences were done in reverse, it would have been a better gig for me. So yeah, it's just I think like again, visually, special effects stuff. I love special effects. So like everything that's the creature design, I'm so into, and it like inflames the cockles, but then they get quenched they get subdued very easily when you actually like go past the surface of the character design. Rewatchable. That is a tough one. I mean, I've seen it a bunch of times, but like it's after watching it 2 times for the podcast, I don't know when I'm going to watch it again. Like I may watch this again when maybe around Halloween, but also maybe when my kids start really getting into horror stuff. Cause I feel like this is it's a good monster movie.
Yeah.
It's a beginner monster movie. And I think like if you're getting into it, it'd be great. And I feel like this would be a really fun introduction monster to get people, kids into. So yeah, man, I'm going to give it the 0.5 just because I feel like I probably will watch this again. I just don't know when.
Sure. That gives you a 3.25 out of 5. How does that feel?
I'm okay with that. I think it's just, again, Pumpkinhead is just a super fucking cool looking character. And I know that there's Swiss cheese amount of plot holes. And like, there's a lot of things that don't work with this movie, but I can put blinders on because of the it's Stan Winston. I like the special effects to it. So like, I'm anesthetizing myself with a lot of logic and brain power just to do it. But I think a 3.25 is cool.
All right, cool. Bra guy, why don't you run through your fingers and how much you're cutting off of them for me, please?
I'd be happy to. Engaging. I'm going to give that a 0.5. When some things are on screen, I'm engaged. When other things are going on, I am not engaged. I told you a whole bunch of stuff that could be cut out. Still agree with that. Sticky. 0.5. Half of it, I'll remember. Half of it, I'm sure I'll forget. Pumpkinhead obviously is in the half that I'll remember. All the other weird dirt bowl children, I'll probably end up forgetting about.
Yeah.
That whole weird clan in the holler.
Yeah, all of this, all the townsfolk, like the people of this realm, of the dirt realm.
Yeah, of the dirt realm.
This weird fantasy area.
The dirt realm.
Yeah.
I mean, the things I will remember will be the things that we made up about.
Yeah, right.
Stuffable. I'll give that a 0.5 as well. I think, again, this goes to the I would have a Pumpkinhead toy. There's a lot of cool stuff. I don't think I necessarily need the t-shirt, but there's a lot of cool imagery that can go on a t-shirt, in particular with Pumpkinhead itself. Be real interesting if you just wanted a picture of that clan, that family, and it just says Pumpkinhead. That'd be a fun one.
Yeah,
Pumpkinhead nowhere on it,
like an old timey photo of like the entire
just
family
like standing there
in front of their cabin.
Yeah, just a weird obscure Pumpkinhead t-shirt. There you go. Cockles. Let's go ahead and give it a 0.5. I really like Pumpkinhead. He's cool. So half of my cockles are filled, but then there's all this other stuff.
Right?
So let's get that out of there. Rewatchable. Ooh. This one's tough because 0.5. I'm just going to go 0.5s across the board. That's how this movie is to me. Like we've been kind of joking about here. Right down the middle. Average. It's serviceable. It's
right. It gets the job done.
It gets you there. It's perfect for so many different situations. So, thank you, Sam. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here. My turn. Engaging. I'm gonna go 0.75. I think I'm somewhere in between Ross and Bryan as far as like enjoying different pieces of it, but in general, I do think a lot of it could be cleaned up. And just paste better. Sticky. I'll go 0.5. Mostly, I think I'll remember Pumpkinhead and Lance Henriksen being in it, being our star. Stuffable. I'll go 0.5. Just out of respect for a lot of the design of the movie. I don't particularly want anything, but if there's something cool at the right price, I could snag it. Cockles. Cockles. I'll go 0.5. Also, there's just something about the quality of the lighting and the set design and stuff that just has this sort of comforting feeling to it. Maybe because it reminds me of other movies I grew up watching. It's like a hidden nostalgia. I don't know. But there is something I like about that. And the character design, but again, a lot of that's killed because there's so much of these dumb teens, particularly Joel. And then rewatchable, I'm not really particularly interested in watching it again, except for perhaps one day with my kids. So I guess I'll go 0.5 there because I'm fine with liking it just a hair more than right down the middle. Because that gives me 2.75, and that's good for me. Probably be a 2.5 on Letterboxd. Follow me.
Follow him, baby.
Do it.
And I think we had one person chiming in the club, right? Evan. He says, well. Interesting, very interesting. Because, he just covered it. Engaging. 0.75. I was in the hut with haggis, and it stunk. Sticky, 0.5. It's not that I was sticky with haggis goo, but that hut sure was sticky. T-shirtable, which is now stuffable. People can still call it T-shirtable.
Yeah.
You know, old heads will got that in them.
Exactly. I love it.
1. I'll take a shirt of the claw hand that took one of them teens up into the tree, or a shirt of little Voldemort Ed Harley. That's our main man, Lance Henriksen. Oh God, I'm terrible with names. I'm just gonna cut.
Well,
that
I thought it was
out.
Ed Hardy. That's why I remember, because the way the witch says it, it sounds. She's like, "Is that what you think, Ed?"
That's
Hardy?
Right. Yeah, she says that a whole lot. See, this is the stickiness already. It's lost me. I watched the movie today. Cockles 0.75. I felt for Ed Harley. I'd do anything for my kid, even sell my soul to Pumpkinhead. Rewatchable 0.5. I'd say this is good at least every other year for the spooky season. That's 3.5 fingers in the Pumpkinhead's grave. I throw at the midnight showing a motorbike and haggis house goo.
Yeah.
Nice.
And thanks,
Evan.
Evan. Check out the Kilt and the Redneck. They just covered this over there. And it reminded me that I want to say, even though it doesn't really do it for me, I can kind of see how it's developed a cult following and has the people who are really into it.
Well, I think also you watch this young, I feel like this has like the classic-y lighting, effects, creature stuff that like if this got its talons into you at like a young age, I could see you like super liking this movie. Like continue, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Certainly. So our total Chuddle score for that one and this one, Pumpkinhead, is a 2.8. That sits it in a lot of different company that I don't think we've talked about in a while. So this is fun. Right. Well, this is everything, and I'll just read from the bottom up. 2.8. Van Helsing. That was an episode we had with people under the scares.
Oh, yeah.
Hell House LLC 2.
The Abaddon Hotel.
Oh,
okay.
There it is. Jeez.
My soundboard's like taking fucking I don't know what's going on with it. It upgraded, and now it's acting all fucking weird.
The Abaddon Hotel.
Long Legs. No One Will Save You. Dash Cam. Possession with Thomas Michael Thomas. The Author.
The author. The renowned
you can buy his books.
Yes, you sure can.
He came on to our show.
Unbelievable. Thomas Michael Thomas. Horror books. Check them out on Amazon. Sadly.
No One Will Save You was with Scotty from Fun with Horror as well. And the only other 2.8 was Sam's favorite, Willy's Wonderland.
It's a high score.
Yeah. 0.5. So there you have it.
All right, cool. Well, this one doesn't belong in the Chuddle Club Crypt, so we'll have to Throw it out into the...
Throw it in one of the rooms.
The trash room.
In the hallway.
In the hallway.
Throw it in one of the rooms that we don't use. Which is... There's still so many. I know.
A lot.
This place is
There's
unbelievable.
A lot. There's a fucking lot.
There's a lot of rooms.
And gods, we haven't even covered all the gods. This is a whole new world. And we're just living in it.
We're just living in it. Don't you dare close your eyes.
Hold your breath, it gets better. And that does it for the Chuddle Movie Club meeting.
Disney's coming
tonight.
after us, man. That was too much.
It's the Chuddle Club Meeting Club, Chuddle Pod, Chuddle the Pod, Chuddle the Pod. We had an episode. You listened to it. If you made it this far, thank you so much. Drop a little pumpkin somewhere, wherever you're listening to this, that we'd see a pumpkin. I mean, that'd be nice for us. Now, you can follow Chuddle the Pod on Instagram and Threads to stay up to date with the podcast. Follow at Ross Purvis on Instagram if you want to see his tattoos. Hey. If you're in the Central Florida area, we'll let you know how to summon him to get tattooed. You can follow Chuddle the Sam, Chuddle the Bryan, Chuddle the Ross on Letterboxd if you want to see what we're up to there. You can jump in the Discord, talk to us, talk about horror movies. And if you want to do any of that, link to all that is in the show notes. Thank you so much for listening. Be a friend, tell a friend. Word of mouth's the best way to spread the goo word and appease the goo gods. Join us the next episode when we offer tribute to all the gods as we start a new franchise. And until next time, avoid the time loop.